Okay, next thing, I finally got the sticker sheets, some custom ones made for a actual mock of the someone did a something like similar but differently, but it's the Liberty Walk F40 Ferrari F40, and yeah, but this one is from Power Build Metamorph. I think it's kind of new somewhat. But and as you can see from my videos, I did some recent mods, namely I redid the doors with added that vent in there, which I really think it needed. It was just all smooth before, and I didn't want to do it with stickers. I really wanted to give it some depth because that's a major port hole or event, intake for that car, and that should be there. There should be another second one, smaller one somewhere, maybe lower, or maybe it's in the skirt, somewhere in the bottom part. Which this set here that I got from somewhere, what was this guy? Where is this from? Uh, MattsBrickMocs right here. And check out the website. So they did a custom one for another mock, and it comes pretty. I'm not going to show the other side because my address, but it comes well protected as it should. Looks like the Lego ones. Should put it on a cardboard backing so it doesn't get all bent out of whack. And here we go. So that Liberty Walk looks like this one. It's not bad. It's pretty decent, but it doesn't quite have the. Let's zoom up better if I can, but it doesn't quite have like the fender flares. I feel like the ones on the F40 they're not quite like that. They're more bold and really smooth and bulge out closer to that guy back there. Although that's not completely accurate too, but it's closer to it. I think the way it's kind of got a wide body kit. This one doesn't quite scream wide body kit, particularly in the front area. It's just like it's got some fenders, but it doesn't really. I don't know. It doesn't look like wide. Like this, the rest of it looks somewhat narrow in comparison. And this doesn't also still. I mean, it's not too bad, but yeah, some work needs to be done there. But anyways, this has a Liberty Walk decal, so you can see, and so that's cool. I don't know if how well this will work on mine, but there was another. I was looking online to see if anyone would make custom sticker sets, because some do, obviously. And there was another one, but it was for a much larger, like almost Lego icon size, which I think it's 1/10 or 1/12 scale, somewhere around there, which wouldn't have worked too big. Good thing I looked closer before I committed to buying that sticker sheet for that, because they had made it for that other Mach 2, but this is better. And I'm looking at this. I just wanted to see the quality of the prints, because I've had some stuff from England for my. I was trying to fix up my Ferrari, not Ferrari, the McLaren MP44 icons, the center one, the red and white Formula One car, and which is back here. But then I'm not going to take my camera off to show you, but I've shown it before. But I bought two separate sets, one from China and one from England. The one from China is actually better. It wasn't perfect. There were some things that I had to modify to make it work for the way I modded my model. But then there's some stuff that it didn't quite have, and I wanted to give thought the other one, the England, would have been better, but it was rubbish. The print quality was really bad. It was very looks like something printed off a home printer. It's very dithered, like it didn't have crisp edge, unlike the printing on the one from China, actually, which is kind of sad. Let me see if I can turn the side on. Okay, and this looks good. You got some extra. I don't know if I need this, but at least you can potentially cover up the entire top part, so then you don't have. You can see that loosens up. Oh, let's see here. Like if like that's kind of the same thing that they use on the Lego Lamborghini Countach. And as you know, of course, one thing, the white is off. It's not quite as white. That's one thing. Secondly, the that there's always a spot right in where the studs are on the top, which kind of sucks because I don't know why they put it there, because most cars that the speed champions, I can't imagine why they need to have the studs on the upper back of the windshield piece. What are you gonna put on top of there? I don't know, but they have it there, and so they can't print near there. So then there's a big, like black or well smoked, I guess, tinted area where basically it's not printed all the way to the edge. So that's no good. So with this, you can actually cover that, at least in part. You can't cover the studs, but I think you can. It looks like these will fit. You can cut, everything but the studs. So at least there's more coverage. You don't have the entire like a black area, like a dark area that's just not painted, like a little rectangle spot. So this covers more of it. Also, this is more white, which should be closer to the white of the bricks. So I don't know if I'm going to use this. I guess it would be a good idea since I have it. I just imagine it'd be tricky as hell to put on though. I mean, I feel like there's some kind of weird dithering in these areas, but it's not like you're going to use it. As long as, yeah, like this stuff is printed cleanly. Let's see if we can zoom up. I mean, it appears to be. I don't see any like fuzziness around it. So these are what's going to go on this somewhere on the side of mine. But the way this is designed, it's one big rectangle because the mock that this is made for has pieces like that. Oops, did I just knock this? Hopefully, let me fix this slightly. Sorry. And they tell you where to put everything, which is good. I don't know how much of this I used because this isn't 100%. Right? The power build one isn't like exactly 100%. Exactly like the Liberty Walk one. There's definitely some changes, some differences there, but it's close enough. So maybe I'll try it. This should go right. It has like this red on here, which I don't know. Mine's all set up differently, so I'll have to see how I'm gonna do that. Let's see, we got some Ferrari detailing. I'll take a look at it and just see where I can put things. I definitely want to fit these vents on the bottoms and how. If I don't need the slammed, at least get these vents neatly cut out and stuck somewhere in about the approximate right place on there. Would be good. Maybe also this part, there should be a vent in the front of the car as well. So I'm trying to see how they did theirs. Yeah, this is a large piece, which I don't know. I gotta see how it's gonna fit on there, on mine. I might have to dissect it and take this one. If it doesn't all fit on mine, it might have to be separated out and then cut this part and move, place it approximately where it should be. These are vents that go over like the front here. Is that right? 23, 28. Yeah, these two. So they go over the wheel area, and I think the rear also has these similar like intake vents or something. These guys go in the back, which I think mine should be able to accommodate. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. I can put these on, although I think my wheels are too low profile to work with these, and plus those ones are custom. I don't know. They may not work on that. It's not a big deal. But and then see, these can go on the spoiler, I believe, right? Yeah, or the rear part, which I think mine should accommodate that. But again, I have to take a closer look on mine. Mine is built slightly differently. There's more than slightly. There's some good differences there. But yeah, I'm just glad to at least have. I was mainly looking to get these vents. And then I'll see what feels right to be able to, what I can work on there. But yeah, I think this looks like a pretty good quality sticker sheet, custom sticker sheet that will look pretty good on there. I need to finish seeing what I need to finish modifying on that guy. I think I don't think there's much else I can do with the doors. It's just going to be the way they are. I think that should be fine. I think I need to add a custom black decal that follows this line. I can't make it out of bricks. It just doesn't work. But I think I can make a sticker that will run through. I think that needs to be there, like this black line that runs. It should go across the front, but I don't think I can really do it unless I do just partial. But I'm just considering the sides. I did the custom windows thing on the back, which helped. That really made it look a lot better. Just stretched it out. It didn't look like the window was just stopped right at the edge of the door, which technically the door is it in the right place? Anyways, I did the mirrors. I put it in a better position too. It's just a little bit higher up and a little bit more forward, and I think it just fits right there perfectly now. Custom added the black. It was white on top of that spoiler. I made the bottom of the front front diffuser or splitter, I guess. It used to be white. Changed it to black because it should be black. I'm still deciding what I want to do about the headlights. I do believe I'm gonna I have some white decal. I'm gonna add some white onto the sides of the headlights, because if you look at the F40 and the Liberty Walk, you can't see the side of the headlights like this, right? You can't see like the edge. It should be white, and it's only you can only see it from the front, really. The sides, there's no glass on the side of the headlights. That's what I'm trying to say. Although I do think that the one that's on the model itself right now, it's more F40, the original F40 style, where it's like basically it's more like turn signals or something on, or maybe potentially fog lights, but at least not the main headlights. They're not there. They're actually above it in a pop-up configuration, right? So that's, if I wanted to keep the original F40 look, yes, but if I wanted to look more Liberty Walk, they would completely redid that, and it's got like a glass piece, and then like the two sets of headlights or lights are inset into the back there. Quite different, and then the net is narrow too, so the glass extends up higher up this. It's just not. It's different. So, anyways, that's just the other part I gotta see if what I'm gonna do with the headlights, and I think that's the only thing I really have to solidify, and then I can think about, okay, what am I gonna use here for this? All of it, maybe as much as possible, or maybe I might just pick and choose and just make it like its own cleaner custom version of the Liberty Walk F40, but we'll see. Anyways, just wanted to share like this sticker sheet here. Wasn't that much, 1350 pounds, whatever that is in US dollars, but you can't imagine. Plus, actually, no, that was shipping, right? Yeah, shipping was actually $5. The sheet was only 8 pounds, and shipping was $5.50. So total was that. So I think it's worth it. It took about 2 weeks, I think. Or was it 3? Not too long though. Definitely under a month. I think it was about 2 weeks, or maybe somewhere between 2 and 3, but not more than 3. So yeah, just to get a custom piece, if you're gonna do something within roughly that same size and scale, it should work with that. But I'll see when I get to this. You'll see what I can use, and I'll hopefully make work with that. All right, that's it for now.